Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Andres Torres. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to go. And on the hill, the lefty, Eduardo Rodriguez. Not the best results a year ago. Looking for better this season, Chris.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. They'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
In the air, right field. Adams under it. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Of course, one of the best players in the game today, Luis Steele.
Well, he's one of the best on-base guys in the league right now. He just has that knack for working a lot of deep counts, and pitchers don't seem to want to challenge him too often either. Top 5 in on-base percentage in the National League.
So digging in, Luis Steele. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Rodriguez, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. 2 outs, base is empty. Pedro Gonzalez, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And there's a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And the batter now, Carlos Manuel. They get the force. They don't come much closer. Back here at Chase Field and towing the slab, Jen Manuel. What do you have on him, Singy?
It's a tough veteran lineup on the other side, but I'm excited to see what this rookie can do in this one.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jake McCarthy. Strike 1. The pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Base hit, left center field.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
0-1. And there's a foul ball. Lifted in the air down the left side. He's got it. 1 down. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Well, this club has started to lean on him. He's got 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. So this is a guy, when you need some momentum, got some runners on, you want him at the plate. He's been clutch, and he's been delivering big time.
Way inside, and that hit him.
Boom, that wasn't even close. You know, sometimes a guy will barely miss the zone and hit someone, but right there, he completely lost the handle, and that's when it gets a little scary.
Here's Josh Naylor. That's in there, and it's 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Back to the mound, and it's through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
2 on, 1 out. Next is the designated hitter, Pavin Smith. There's a strike.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Suarez on second. Naylor over at first with 1 away. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
That one at triple digits.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on.
Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here in the desert, now it's going to be Contreras.
The first baseman, number 18.
Rodriguez back to work. There's a swing and a drive. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now Edward Torres up and in, and it's 1-0. Base knock center field. Could be extra bases. Around from second is the tying run. It's 1-1, and that's a double.
Picks himself up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's the rookie right fielder, Andres Torres. That one fouled off. 1 run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. High fly ball right field. Moving under this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now he launches a throw over his head. Here's some real power at the plate. Rafael Marquez. Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-1. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Number 3.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman,
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He'll circle the bases, his second of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 3-1.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Pedro Gonzalez. And that drops in for a strike. Rodriguez, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
And for him, that's 2 solid weeks with a hit in every game. I mean, he's run his hitting streak to 14, and let me tell you, that's no easy task. This guy's grinding out at bats. He's figuring out ways to put the ball in play and just as well do it with some authority.
The 1-0. Popped up. Naylor gets under it. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. Bottom of the inning. Now the D-backs catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. And the pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. There's the strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boo. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
2-2.
Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, Boog, they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Torres makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Now up next for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Right through there for a strike. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great. No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Next offering is in for a strike. The Diamondbacks trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. And a swing and a miss. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Diamondbacks down quickly. Score holds. It's 3-1. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the DH, Pedro Gonzalez. Rodriguez back to work. And that's in there at the knees.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His 3rd inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Ground ball left side. Throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
That one lifted to left. Gurriel handles the chance. So 2 down now, and here is Contreras. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. His 4th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 4-1.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Edward Torres. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Torres in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. And it is gone. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 6-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the power speed combo. Rafael Marquez. That's in there. Strike 1. Two outs. Warning track. Wall. And you can touch them all, baseball man. They go back to back. Home run number 5 on the season. It's 7-1. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Torey Lovullo is out of the dugout, and he's going to make a move here. Eduardo Rodriguez won't go any further tonight, and we'll be back with their first arm out of the pen after a quick break. Ryan Nelson on the pitch here. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Nelson.
So 2 down. Now it's the second baseman. And first offering is fouled off. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that turns the lineup over. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's a big power threat. Pedro Gonzalez. 1 for 2. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-1. 4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is outside.
1-1.
At the belt and fires. Back to the mound. It hit him. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Now at the plate, Luis Steele. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Naylor makes the grab on the run. As we go to the last of the third, here's the Diamondbacks leadoff hitter, Jake McCarthy. And a pitch. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Torres sizing this one up, corrals it. And there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
To the right side, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Pulls it down, and there are two away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Suarez stands in now and watches strike one. That's in there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
And a swing and a miss down on strikes, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 7-1. And we're back. And now the DH, Pedro Gonzalez.
Pedro Gonzalez.
The pitch. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Manuel. He has, as they like to say,
let me guess, Boog, light tower power?
That's right. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Here comes a pitch. And it is 2-1. High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Forget it. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
One down. And here's the first baseman, Contreras. Just missed. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Off the mark there. And the count is 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this at the plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Next offering is in for a strike. Called strike right there.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a base hit to left. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
In the air, out towards left center. McCarthy makes the grab for the second out. Now it's the right fielder, Andres Torres. He's already homered in this game. Left field, way back there. That one is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 10-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Rafael Marquez. Line drive. And it gets down for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Pedro Gonzalez. This one in the air. Naylor gets under it. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 10-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4. And now it's Josh Naylor. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. He swings and fouls one off.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
And the right-hander deals. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Left-hand hitter waits. Lifted in the air, right center field. Steele makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So a man aboard. Here's the left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. And here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. The D-backs with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. And that one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Josh Winder.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. The ball absolutely jumped off the bat on that swing. Kind of made my eyes light up, and the data we're getting doesn't disappoint in the slightest. 116 miles per hour exit velocity.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And into the pool. It's out of here. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 12-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Just Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Here's the third baseman, Carlos Manuel. Rips that one to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. Contreras digs in now. That's out to center field. McCarthy settles under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Edward Torres. That one down the line, and foul ball. Torres goes 6 feet 5 inches, 235 pounds, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. The wind of the pitch. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Winder makes the grab, and that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Home half of the 5th coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Chase Field, and now here's a speed threat. Outfielder Jordan Adams. Hit in the air, right field. Flashes the leather on the run and catch. And there's one away. So the lineup flips over. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jake McCarthy. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Perdomo in the box again. Takes a strike. Into center. And that's the inning. And the Diamondbacks down in order. They're looking back here in the desert, and now the right fielder, Andres Torres.
Andres Torres.
A wind in the pitch. Lined into left center, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Rafael Marquez now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one. And it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it. Well, these guys doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Pedro Gonzalez. And that one fouled off. Torres, the runner at third. Marquez on at first with nobody out. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Gurriel handles the chance. Both runners tagging. He'll score on the sac fly, and the lead continues to grow. So out of the pen for the Diamondbacks, A.J. Puck.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ripped on a line. Gurriel handles the chance. And that should get the job done as he tags from third. He scores on the sac fly, and they extend their lead. And now the big-time power threat, Pedro Gonzalez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Move over to first, trying to keep him close.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. A massive home run. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 16-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Manuel. He's a guy who does it all. Hit hard on the ground to short. Toss to Naylor. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So it's 4 runs for him on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. Joel Mejia gets the ball now. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. And here it comes. Right through there for a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Naylor in the box now. No balls and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Great location with that 2-strike fastball. I tell you what, as a hitter, you're looking to protect the outside part of the plate, stay back on something off speed. So many times that location with 2 strikes, you just can't get around on it, and that's a tough one to compete with.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
In the air, foul off first. Contreras drifts towards it, and there are 2 down. Next to hit for Arizona, Adrian Del Castillo. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And it's fouled away. The Diamondbacks with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. And ball 1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it stays fair. Around third, fires it to the plate. Safe.
Comes through with the RBI. That could be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Smith, the lead runner at second. Del Castillo on at first with 2 down. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Struck him out looking. They get a run on 3 hits. No. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Contreras.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Puck back to work. Swing and a laser off the bat. This looks like extra bases. And now let's see if he goes for it. He's in with a double, and that's his second double of the night.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And here is Edward Torres. And a foul ball. And the 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. The throw in around third. His throw is offline, and he's in to score. And the lead continues to grow.
What an aggressive secondary lead. That ball was smoked to left. To be able to score from second, not only great speed, but great instinct as well.
Now here is Andres Torres. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The punch out there, and now one away.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Gurriel settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. Here's the second baseman. 4 for 4. He singled 3 times and hit a homer. In the air to left center. Gurriel on the run. Snags it on the run. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Jordan Adams.
The right fielder.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Roy Halladay.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a swing and a miss. Halladay, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and occasionally works in a splitter.
Don't think you want to throw him that pitch again. He hammered it. Next time, he'll make it fair.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 away.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
McCarthy, the next to hit, takes outside. Headed down the line. Torres on the move. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Geraldo Perdomo stands in now for the Diamondbacks. Right through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
In the air, right side, and that'll fall for a base hit, and that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on ball.
And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Pedro Gonzalez. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. Puck, 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. The pitch. And a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's 1 down. So up next, Luis Steele. In the air, center field. McCarthy moving under it. That's out number 2. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Pedro Gonzalez. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, right field. Adams makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back here at Chase Field, and now it's going to be Josh Naylor. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Brings it in, and there's 1 down. So now here's the DH, Pavin Smith. Johnny Delaney comes on now. Hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. That one hit to right. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that off. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Thompson. He's pitching on 2 days rest. And a pitch. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 2nd home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 18-2. That one just sounded different.
Man, might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
And now here is Contreras. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Well, that's where you want to be right there, all over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
In there safely. Man at first, stepping in, Edward Torres. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Now a throw to first, and he won't get back in time. It's a double play. And now the right fielder, Andres Torres. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Rafael Marquez. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. 2nd home run of the inning for him, and they add to the lead. It's 20-2.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now it's the second baseman. That one hammered center field. McCarthy ranging back. Bangs off the wall. Now around second, going for third. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Digging in, Pedro Gonzalez. And first offering is fouled off. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the ninth. Ripped on the ground to second. The throw to first. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. And we're back. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adrian Del Castillo. That's hard hit on the line. Steele hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Moreno batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Out to center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Gets down, base hit. So now back to the top of the order. So the batting order turns over. Jake McCarthy getting ready to hit. That one at triple digits. Adams leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a foul ball. Hit weakly on the ground. On to first. Ball game.
The number 7 is such a cool and sort of lucky number. Well, this team has been playing really well, but to win 7 games in a row, there's been some luck and there's been some really good play. I think you get to this point, you start to look at, can we double that? Make it double digits, make it 2 touchdowns, make it 14.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Time of the ball game.